Hey, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome. I can see we got some people in the chat already. Sorry, I'm running a little bit late. Hopefully, the microphone is working better today. I double checked today, so it was working. So let's hope that that's the case. All right, we're going to start out with cheers. A little bit of whiskey to start the night. Welcome. Appreciate everybody being here tonight. Automatic Beats, great to have you here. As always, my friend, great support. I appreciate you being here. So, how's everybody doing? We're here the last Friday before Christmas. And how you doing? You ready for the holiday? Little extra lighting around in the background here today. Got the Christmas tree over here. I got my mining rig kind of screen on over here. I got everything going everywhere. Doing a little mining of the Monero. Yes. Cheers. All right. As everybody's coming in, welcome. Welcome. If you're new here, appreciate you being here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, tick that bell icon, click the all. That way you get notified every time I put out a great video. And don't forget to jump into the live chat and vote. 2 more times you get to vote on this crypto portfolio before we get into the new year. So tonight and next Friday, and that's it. So you got to make this voting count. You get 2 votes tonight, 2 votes, because we're still playing a little bit of catch up with this particular portfolio. So again, make sure that you vote for either LCX, HBAR, Quant, Stellar, and or Cardano. Cardano still up there. We're going to go over prices in a little bit. I'm going to bring CoinGecko up here, and we're going to take a look at what's going on. Kind of surprised, frankly, you want the truth, that that Cardano is still doing so well. I kind of figured that was going to kind of drop back down there. But yeah, not so much so far. So again, more people popping in. Welcome. Appreciate it. Jump into the live chat. Let me know where you're from, what you're doing. Don't forget to vote. Again, don't forget to vote. You get to vote for either Cardano, Stellar, Quant, HBAR, or LCX. That's our dollar cost averaging into this week. And you know what? You get 2 votes. 2. Appreciate you being here on this Friday before Christmas. Appreciate it. Hopefully we'll have some people joining in with us tonight. I'm half expecting Philip tonight. So hopefully he'll be here, and that will be great. And we'll see what happens with anybody else here at this point. But you know what? Jumping in the chat, get some talking going there, and hey, we'll make do, because last week was pretty good. Even though nobody came on, we had a lot of people in the chat talking, so it was good. It was really good. All right, time has come. Let's go take a look at the markets. Let me bring up CoinGecko here, and all right, let's take a look at what we got. Again, I see a bunch of new people jumping in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, tick that bell icon, click the all, smash that like. Appreciate it. And again, jump into the chat and make sure you vote for what we're going to DCA, dollar cost average, into this week. LCX, HBAR, Quant, Stellar, and or Cardano. Get vote for 2. Vote for 2. All right, let's see what's going on here. I'm going to refresh CoinGecko so we can get the latest prices right here. And all right, Bitcoin, you can't complain. Bitcoin is going back up here. I mean, it is into the weekend, and generally we have a bit of a pump from the retail traders on the weekend. And not for nothing, we have a lot of people visiting with family. So I think that we're going to have a bit of a price pump even through the new year. And remember, right now, this time of the year, there's not a lot of trading going on, because a lot of these, family units are closed. Hell, even the banks and stuff like that, there's limited trading. So not at this time of year, not necessarily the normal volume of trading that we see in most points of the year. So, I expect that we're going to have a slow and steady incline. And work lurking. All right. I got automatic beats. He's at work, but listening. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. When you get a second, I know you're at work. When you get a second, don't forget to vote, man. Don't forget to vote. We got LCX, HBAR, Quant, Stellar, Cardano. Pick two. Throw it in there. Appreciate you being here while you're at work. All right. Let's get back to the market here. So Bitcoin 43.9. I mean, that's pretty damn good. Showing strong again. I think we're going to have decent price action here with everybody talking about Bitcoin. A lot of shit going on with Bitcoin right now with the ETFs and everything else. So a lot of positive news going out. And again, cheers. We're going to finish this whiskey before I go and hit the beer. What are you drinking? Did you bring the Crypto on the Rocks? Let me know. I mean, it doesn't have to be alcohol. Appreciate you joining me with some alcohol. Matter of fact, you know what? Speaking of which, I forgot to put the link in the live chat. I'm going to do that right now, so you can come join me live here, and we're going to talk crypto, whatever crypto you want to do. Appreciate that. So let me pop that in there, and there we go. And here we go. We got the first votes coming in right now. HBAR and Cardano. All right, let me record that. All right, a vote for ADA, and we got a vote for HBAR. Nice. All right, anybody else? Come on, jump in there. Appreciate that. You get to vote for two, so vote for two. Thank you, Automatic Beats. I appreciate that very much. Appreciate it. All right, and like I said, link to join in the live chat. You click that link, it'll bring you in the back here. Come join me. We're going to talk crypto, whatever it is you want to talk. And if you are on Twitter, I got to remind you, if you're on Twitter, you're not going to see the live chat. You got to send me a direct message, and I will check that as far as votes are concerned before the stream is out. But if you're on Facebook or YouTube, all you got to do is jump in the live chat, click that link, and come on and join me. Appreciate that. All right, let's hold on one second. Let me get rid of that, and let's go back into the markets here. Let's see where we are. All right, we got Ethereum at 23.27. Not bad. I mean, even at that 2200 mark, Ethereum doing great, but it's doing the slow run up as I expect most things will do. So Solana. Can't not stop at Solana, up 35% in the last 7 days. If I don't stop at Solana, Jar is going to get upset with me. I know he's probably not in the live chat yet. He hasn't checked in. I did send him a message to let him know, but in fact, let me see if he's he hasn't even seen that message yet. So we may not see Jar here tonight, or FF for that matter. But hopefully, and matter of fact, I did also send a message to Brian from Tiny Crypto Blog. So hopefully, like I said, one of those guys will join in, and I'm still kind of expecting Philip, although I haven't had a chance to talk to him this week. So hopefully he'll be here. But Solana, like I said, up 35% in the last 7 days. It's crazy. 4.5% in the last 24 hours. Look at this. Just under $100. And again, I am no real Solana fan, but I think Solana's got some huge upward movement coming in this next bull run. I just do. I'm sorry. There's too many VCs, too many people that are bullish on Solana. And honestly, not for nothing. I think that, they've had no real issues with their blockchain recently. So I'm gonna try and cut some slack there on Solana. Cheers. Don't forget, I got a bunch of people out here watching. Don't forget, jump in there. Tell me what you're drinking. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate it. Don't forget, you got to vote. Make sure you vote. You got 2 votes. All right, B&B. I mean, I'm sorry. B&B up 11% in the last week. 271.31. How can you I mean, you know what I mean? How can you even like doubt B&B at this point? It's crazy. Given, you know, all the freaking FUD that they're trying to throw at Binance, and B&B still strong. Again, I mean, you know, Jar and I talked about it on the Matrix Money podcast this past week. Matter of fact, if you're not subscribed to the Matrix Money podcast, head into the description of this live stream. There's a link there. Go click that subscribe button, follow us. And if you go to the end of that live stream, the latest one we just did, he lays out all the places you can actually hear the podcast. That we're starting to put it into a bunch of podcasts platforms. So definitely check that out. All right, XRP 62 cents. I mean, great price as far as I'm concerned for XRP, up about 1.5% in the last week. Other than that, it's a stable coin here in the last 24 hours. And then we got Cardano, which did a major move up. Did do a little bit of a pullback, took a bit of a breather, up 3.5% over the last 7 days. I'm still a little bit of the mindset that Cardano might do a little bit more of a knee. I really felt and still am inclined to believe as we go into the new year that Cardano may take a bit of a knee down to around that 57 mark. And I'm hoping it does, because I want to dollar cost average into some more Cardano, quite frankly. All right, AVAX. Look at AVAX. Almost up 14%, $45. Strong from AVAX right here. But you know what? I think they got a lot more room to move. So I think they got some upward mobility. Still probably not a bad price, all things being equal, for AVAX. And then Doge. You know, we got to stop in and say hey to Doge, because of Doge being the thing that brought CryptoJar into the space. So cheers for the Doge. Excellent. Doge, about 9.5 cents, up 2.2% in the last 7 days. Again, you know, I'm not a meme coin person, not my thing, but hey, you know, that's your thing, so be it. Matter of fact, tell me in the chat. You hold Doge? Come on. Be honest. Be honest. I'll tell you straight. Nope. Not happening. Got zero Doge. Let me know. Let me know if you're holding Doge. I'm interested to know. Polkadot doing great. Up 14, almost 14.5% in the last 7 days. And that's with it being down over 5% in the last 24 hours. Crazy with Polkadot. Tron, you know, it is what it is. Again, I know I talked about it and mentioned that if you listen to what Bitcoin did, he Peter McCormick talks about his time in like Argentina and so on, where they use USDT, but they use it on Tron because the fees are so low. I mean, Ethereum sucks. The fees just suck. Let's be honest. I mean, you know, as much as I like using or like Ethereum for a lot of different things, Ethereum just blows because, I mean, even after proof of stake, which I'm not pleased with the way things are going with the proof of stake and them following OFAC rules and all this other bullshit, but let's not get me down that rabbit hole. But the fact that the gas fees, which were supposed to be coming down thanks to, you know, proof of stake, bullshit, they're still there. They still suck. I mean, let's just be honest and where it is. Hey, Jake, welcome. Glad to see you here. Don't forget, make sure you vote. Let me bring it back up so you can see. Vote over what we're going to dollar cost average into. I appreciate you doing that. Your choices in this for 2 more weeks here, tonight and tomorrow, next week. That's it for this particular crypto portfolio. And then we're going to change things up in January. LCX, HBAR, Quant, Stellar, and Cardano. You get to pick 2, my friend. Make sure you vote in the live chat. Tell me what you would like me, to DCA into this week. Appreciate it. And thanks for being here. All right, let's get back to the markets. Take a look what's going down. Now that I just pissed all over Ethereum. All right, we got Chainlink. Again, fan of Chainlink. Should have it in your initial portfolio as far as I'm concerned. Cheers. Oh, we got. Let me know what you got for drinks here tonight. I appreciate it. I'm starting out with the whiskey. Beer's next. But you know what? It's been a very, very, very long week. Wanted to start out with something with a little kick to it. All right. Anyway, so up 8.1% over the last week. Like Chainlink, even at that 8.1% mark up, I still think decent price for getting into Chainlink. My opinion, what do I know, right? Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, old guy on the interwebs. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. Quant HBAR. Side note, the AVAX pump was amazing. Yeah, AVAX, like I said. But still, even with the pump, I don't know. What do you think, Jake? Even with the pump, I'm thinking still not a bad price. If you're looking to do a little DCA into AVAX, hold on, let me cycle back to AVAX right here. 13.7% the last 7 days. But all things being equal, you know what? I think AVAX still has a lot more upward momentum. Let me know what you think about that, Jake. I'm interested to know. But let me record your votes. Another vote for HBAR and what was the other one? Quant. QNT. All right. Excellent. Those votes. Well, my pen just ran out of damn ink. There we go. Those votes are recorded. Thank you for voting, everybody. I know we still got some people sitting in here. Please vote. I want as many votes as possible so we know what we're going to dollar cost average into. I can see that I might be having a little bit of lag going on with regard to StreamYard right now and this live stream. So if that is the case, please bear with me. I appreciate you doing that. We're going to go back into the markets. Where do we leave off? Chainlink. Okay. Polygon, Matic up almost 5% over the last week, almost 8% in the last 24 hours at 87 cents. Again, I like Matic. I think Matic's got a great future. I think still, again, my humble opinion that Matic still a decent buy at this price. AVAX will catch up to Solana, and the narrative is still so strong. Wouldn't surprise me to see a $60 AVAX once BTC. Yeah, I you know what? I can see that. AVAX has so much upward movement still available in it. So there you go. You heard it here first, folks. Jake is calling for a $60 AVAX when BTC hits 48K. We'll see. I don't know. But a $60 AVAX, absolutely. When it hits 48K, I don't know, maybe. But I see that as we go into the next bull cycle. Matter of fact, you know what? Come on, chime in the chat. You agree with Jake? Let me know. All right, let's keep going. So we did that. Shiba Inu. I'm sorry. Again, I'm not a big meme guy. We looked at Dogecoin, so we're gonna get by that. Litecoin, again, you know I like Litecoin for what it's meant to do. I want to spend Litecoin instead of my Bitcoin, and I want to save my Bitcoin. So Litecoin for what it's meant to be. Matter of fact, for those of you that have been hanging around here, you know I use a VPN for all of my electronic devices when I'm on. I use TorGuard VPN. There's a link if you're interested in the description. Matter of fact, if you use that link, you'll get 50% off whatever plan you pick for life. And if for whatever reason you go directly to that site, you can just use my discount code, which is CCM, as for CryptoCoinMindset, and you'll still get that 50% off whatever package you choose. And here's the thing. You can pay with cryptocurrency. I pay with Litecoin, so you want to know what? I don't have to give them any of my information. I just use TorGuard as I see fit, and it's beautiful. Don't have to worry about it. I get my Litecoin, I pay it, done deal. Done deal. And yeah, Litecoin, as far as I'm concerned, what it's meant for. Use it as freaking money, right? I don't know. You disagree? Tell me about it in the chat, or come on live and we'll talk about it. Link to join me live, as a matter of fact, in the live chat. Just click that link. You'll come in the back here. I'll bring you right on up, and we'll just chat. What we got going here, Jake? Man, Link has yet to move super hard throughout this run. I feel like it could possibly be the next big. You know what? I don't disagree. I'm a fan of Link. Chainlink has so much upward momentum. They've got first runner advantage straight off the cuff as far as oracles are concerned. And then you know what? They have a number of partnerships and are already in use in so many different smart contracts. It only makes sense that Chainlink is gonna like explode at some point, which is why I said a few minutes ago, I think still a good buy for Link. Still a good buy. Again, my humble opinion. I'm not humble. I'll tell you my opinion, whether you want to hear it or not, quite frankly. All right, Bitcoin Cash, BCH, again, up 5.5%, well, just under 5.5%. Again, for what it's meant to be used as cash. Save your damn Bitcoin, use Bitcoin Cash, use Litecoin, use something else. Most people will accept that. Stellar. Not bad. I mean, I kind of expected more movement out of Stellar. I'm not going to lie. It's been kind of flat to me. Kind of got up over that 11-cent mark, and then it's just kind of been like, ugh. It's like it's struggling to do anything. I don't know. My humble opinion. Right now, about 12.5 cents, up 3% over the last 7 days. Cheers. Almost done with the whiskey. Gonna be moving to the beer. Come on. Tell me what you're drinking. Tell me what you're drinking. Even if it's water, I don't care. Let me know what you're drinking. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Injective. I'll tell you what, a lot of movement on Injective over the last week or so. I mean, look, you got it up almost 30% in the last 7 days, and that's with it being down almost 4.5% in the last 24 hours. Crazy price action with Injective. You holding Injective? Tell me. I'm interested to know. Monero, we talked about that. I told you on this side of me over here, I've got my crypto dedicated computer mining me some Monero. And again, I think privacy coins are going to be a huge necessity personally, with all the bullshit going on in the United States and around the world. But again, I talk pretty much US centric because of all crap, and I live here, so it is what it is. But I think privacy coins are going to be a thing. I'm just saying. And I mean, like literally, what was it? A year ago, something like that. Monero was like 60, 70 bucks. Crazy, right? Crazy. But overall, up 5% in the last 7 days. I like Monero. Now, H-bar, we got a couple of votes for this sucker tonight. So right here, 9 cents. That's up huge. 13.2% in the last 7 days. Honestly, I'm thinking H-bar, another one with a huge future. And this 9-cent price, still, in my opinion, not a bad deal. Old guy. Just remember that. Let's see what we got here. Jake, back at it. Come on, bud. Arbitrum bag really moved today. Not sure exactly why, though. Could be something to look into. Okay, I'll take a look at Arbitrum in a few minutes, unless I already passed it. I'm not sure if I already passed it. We'll take a look at it in a few minutes. Go down a little bit further here. Let's see. Where are we? I know you guys are hearing my phone going off in the back. My daughter had some surgery today, so just trying to keep on top of her recovery here at this point. So sorry about that. I don't know. If it keeps getting really going here, I'll lower it just so you guys don't have to hear it in the background. Filecoin again. I feel like Filecoin huge first mover advantage. 15% up over the last 7 days, and I think Filecoin still has so much room to move. 550 basically for Filecoin here at this point. I think still, again, my opinion, goodbye for Filecoin. VeChain, I mean, I have been a fan of VeChain for a long time. You can stake your VeChain, you can earn VThor, which is like gas on Ethereum, and up almost 25% in the last 7 days, and almost 4% in the last 24 hours. They had just announced some other partnerships and so on for VeChain. So I don't know. I like VeChain. I used to trade it every day on some trading bots that I was using, and made a lot of money trading that, to be quite honest with you, until the price kind of fell through the roof, and then I kind of had to reset everything. But seriously, fell through the roof, fell through the floor. I don't know. I think I'm thinking that this whiskey's already catching up to me here. So yeah, cheers. All right. Anyway, let's get back to this. Kind of wrap up, and then we'll go take a quick look at Arbitrum, see if we can find something. So Caspa, we got to stop here at Caspa. I mean, let's be honest. Still doing good, holding at 11 cents, right around that 11-cent mark, down 6% over the last week. I mean, but yet still holding pretty damn strong. And I know some of the people that are in here are mining Caspa right now. So, I mean, and Jar, with the price action that Caspa's had, I mean, got his ROI. Thank goodness for him. So yeah, Caspa, I don't know. Price action still looking pretty good. I like Algo. I'm an Algo fan, to be honest with you. I think it's got a good potential for the future, up almost 23% in the last week, almost 6% in the last 24 hours. Hey, look, Arbitrum. I didn't know exactly where it was on the on CoinGecko here, but it looks like, let's see, up almost 30% in the last 7 days, 23% of that in the last 24 hours. So that's what Jake was just talking about with his Arbitrum bag moving today. He's not sure exactly why. I mean, I honestly didn't see any Arbitrum news today, but you know what? Let me do a quick search and see if something pops. All right, let's see right here, Arbitrum. Got the price action for today. I mean, I don't see anything that's like would strike me as a reason for Arbitrum to be up that amount over the last, 7 days or even the last 24 hours. If anybody knows of anything, drop a link in the chat. I appreciate that. I mean, a quick search for me, I got nothing. I can't find any reason for that price action with Arbitrum. So, I mean, but still, again, I think Arbitrum has a good future going forward. Although it was steady for a long time, as you can see here. So this upward move is huge. And generally speaking, I don't like to buy anything on the pump like that. But again, I would personally wait for it to kind of come down a little bit. Got to pour my beer. Hang on. There we go. That way I am set to go. It's you know what? Start with that. Cheers. All right. Let's see. Anything else I want to go? Oh, quant. That makes sense, right? Quant 117. When I did my check-in, it was like 116. So it's obviously still on an upward move. I again, quant, something I think has great upward potential. Surely do. It's one of the items you can vote for tonight. If you have not already voted, please jump into the live chat and vote. You get two votes tonight. And just for having it again, you got LCX, HBAR, Quant, Stellar, and Cardano to vote. So let me know, what do we dollar cost averaging into this week? Right now, HBAR in the lead. HBAR in the lead. All right, so come on, vote. Throw your votes in the live chat. And again, if you're on Twitter, I know you can't access the live chat. Please just send me the direct message. I promise before I tabulate the final votes, I will go check for my messages. All right, but Quant doing extremely well. Thorchain, Rune, watch for videos coming from me in January and February regarding Thorchain. I'll tell you what, Thorchain is going to be humongous. This is my prediction for 2024. I think Thorchain is going to be humongous in this space. I think it is going to end up out-dexing most dexes. Being able to swap the way they have things set up on Thorchain, I think, is humongous. You have the ability to be able to use what they call savers vaults, I believe. Again, I'm still in the process of putting those videos together, but you could take your Bitcoin, for example, and put it in this savings vault, and you will earn a return in Bitcoin on your Bitcoin. It's one of the few ways that you are absolutely able to do that, and you're doing it in a DeFi setting. Okay. Again, I don't want to get into the great details about it right now. I will be doing that in the video. So again, watch for that coming in January and February. As a matter of fact, HBAR, we were talking about HBAR earlier. If you are staking your HBAR, I put together a video showing you how to do it using the Hashpack wallet. And this yesterday, actually, just dropped a second video showing you what I think I said that was like 4 weeks, but in actuality, it was more like 3. How much I earned staking my HBAR so far. So go ahead and check out that video. It's in my playlist showing you how to stake and showing you how to stake HBAR. So go ahead and check that out. I appreciate that very much. All right, let's wrap up at least the price action here. Let's see what else we got going here. Anything else I want to go? Well, Bonk. How can I not talk about Bonk, I suppose? But I mean, we've all seen what's happened with the price action of Bonk over the last week. I mean, look at this. But now it's down over almost 17.5% over the last 7 days, 5.5% in the last 24 hours. Cheers. Gonna finish this whiskey. All right. So yeah. I don't know. Personally, again, not a fan of meme coins, but I know some of you that are here right now in the live stream are actually holders of some bags of Bonk. So I don't know. Hopefully you took some profits while that price was up there. You know what? I'm going to hit these two right here. Maybe three. So Theta, I like Theta. I know, think decentralized YouTube or Rumble with regard to Theta. I remember when it first came out, I was thinking, man, I got to get me some a small bag of Theta at least. And I never did. And right now I'm looking at it up over 12% and looking at this price right now, $1.17. I don't know. I'm feeling like I'm feeling a little bit like I missed it. I don't know. You holding Theta? Tell me. I'm interested. Sandbox. Look, up almost 9.5% in the last 7 days. Sandbox is one of those items that's going to be in the next crypto portfolio where you'll be voting to DCA into. I think the gaming and Web3 coins and tokens are going to be huge in this next bull cycle, which is why I'm looking to DCA into them in this first 6 months of 2024. And here we are, Sandbox at 54 cents, up 9.5%. Ordi, I don't know. I think Ordi, it's the ordinals on Bitcoin. Not a fan. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that. And the hell with it. Axie, another one. Web3 gaming Axie was huge in the last bull run, up 8.5, almost 9% over the last 7 days. And you know, you ask me, probably still a decent price for Axie. Not for nothing. Just saying. And it's funny, as I strolled up to get this Axie, there's a couple of others here that I kind of want to go over. So, I mean, unless somebody's going to come and join me, and as a matter of fact, if you want to join me, I'm going to put the link again in the chat here. Come on. You can talk about whatever it is you want. And bam, we'll talk crypto with you. You don't even need an alcoholic or otherwise known as adult beverage. It's okay. Come on. Let's talk crypto. I love talking crypto. So all right, so that's Axie. Now Neo, you know what? Neo was huge back in like 2017. I invested in Neo. I am so way upside down on my Neo right now. It's not even funny. But it's literally staking in the Neon wallet. Has been for, I don't know, since I bought it. And Neo gas, just like Ethereum gas, same thing. You stake it, you earn that. And you know what? I don't know. I still think Neo has lost a lot of its forward momentum, but I still think they got some work going on from what little research I've done recently. And I think that there may still be a bit of a future with regard to Neo. All right, these last two. That's it. Decentraland, Mana. Again, another one that's going to be on the next crypto portfolio, up over 9% in the last 7 days at 52 cents. When I first got into Mana, it was less than 5 cents. Less than 5 cents. And it was one of the first bags I actually held on to way back in early, or maybe it was mid 2017. I grabbed a bunch of Mana because I really saw the future of Mana way back then. And I know there was a period of time, even though, you know, when they first came out and there was not a lot of development, not a lot of things going on the blockchain. And when they popped off at their high, the 2022 high, whatever it was in that bull cycle, I ended up selling all my bags, and I made a profit, obviously. But truth be told, I'm kind of wishing I'd held on to it at this point, and especially, I mean, look at the how can you not be like, oh shit, when you're looking at the price of 50 cents. I mean, that's literally what, 10x from where I invested, right? Is that my math right? I don't know. Freaking math. Anyway, and then last but not least, Gala. Gala was huge in the last bull run. And again, one of the ones that you're going to be able to help me vote on and help me dollar cost average into over the next DCA portfolio starting in January. Today you're still voting. It's 2 votes today and next Friday for this particular portfolio. I'll bring that up in a second. But Gala right here, up 8.5%, 3 cents. Holy shit, man. To me, how much of a better buy can you have in Gala? Are you holding on to any of these Web3, any of these P2E coins, any of these gaming tokens? Are you holding on to any of them? Tell me in the chat. I want to hear it. I want to hear about it. All right. I think that's going to do it for the charts right now. Let's get that out of there. All right. Got a lot more people jumping in. I really appreciate everybody being here. Thank you for joining me here on a Friday night. Bring the weekend in. Take your adult beverage. Come on. And tell me what you're drinking. I already finished the whiskey. Now it's time for the beer. Cheers. And you want to come join me? Link is in the live chat. Come join me. We'll talk crypto. Whatever you want. It's up to you. Your choice. Dealer's choice. Visitor's choice. I got a little more light going on in the background here. Like I said, I got the Christmas tree over here. Got to be festive, right? And I got the mining rig over here. Got to be frugal. All right, let's see what we got going here. Jake. Beam. I've been holding Beam since 5 cents. Such a great, you know what? I did not even consider Beam. You know what? You want to go? I don't know what Beam's at right now. I got to go back to CoinGecko. I actually just closed that tab out. Let me look up Beam. Let's see where we're at. Seeing you brought it up. Let's go look. Right. Oh, where'd it go? Oh. Typo. Probably because I'm sitting here, drinking. Okay, there are 2 Beams listed. What the hell one's the right one? Jeez Louise, man. Hang on. I think this is the right one. Nope. I guess it was the other one. Whoops. Sorry. But Beam still. Good Lord, I'm jumping all over the place right now. Holy crap. The one. Thank you, Jake. The one with the rainbow. Taste the rainbow. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's rainbow. That was the one I went to first. Hang on, let me bring that up on the screen here. Here we go. So we're looking at Jesus, just under 2 cents. Did I get the right one there, Jake? You said you've been holding it since 5 cents. Holy shit. Yeah, you got to hold, baby. Let that sucker come back up. Yeah. Holy crap. Oh, Diego, welcome. Glad to see you here, my friend. Appreciate it. Again, I know it's a little earlier than Friday night here on your side of the country there. So I appreciate you being here. Cheers, my friend. And let's see. Quant and H bar taking a huge lead today. And but Quant is coming up quick. So appreciate that, Diego. Thank you for your votes. Anybody else, make sure you're voting. I appreciate that very much. And yep, there you go. So I don't know. I'll tell you what. Beam was like a huge thing. I mean, I remember a couple of years ago, Beam was like everybody was talking about Beam. I mean, talk to me if you got the opportunity there, Jake. Is they got a lot of work going on. They got a lot of things coming with Beam and the gaming end of things. Be interested. Okay, come on, load. Hello. Okay, I'm not gonna bring this up right now. But hold on. Let me Gotcha. Nice. Good for you. Good for you. Make the money, man. That's, you know what? That's what this is all about. You know, you come into the space, make the money, and you know what? Make sure you take profits. I don't know if you did. You don't have to tell us. It's okay. But you should be taking profits. And I'm not referring to Jake. I'm talking to anybody that's made that kind of money, you know, even if it was Doge or whatever the hell it was. If you've made some profits, man, take some of that shit off the table. Move it into something else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, gaming infrastructure. Yes. One of the biggest one on AVAX have a host of good gaming studios being run. Okay. All right. Thank you, Jake. I appreciate that information. Again, I'm just starting to learn more about the gaming and P2EN because I really believe there's going to be a lot of positive price momentum and honestly future adoption momentum with regard to P2E gaming and just the gaming in general on the blockchain, which is why starting in January, we're going to be doing Web3 gaming, P2E related tokens. And I didn't have a chance to actually put that together, kind of like I did here for this crypto portfolio. I haven't had the opportunity to do that yet, but I will be doing that, and we'll be going over that. Remember, this is your last, well, today and next Friday, last chances to put your 2 cents in, your 2 satoshis in, to tell me what are we going to be dollar cost averaging into. So if you have not already voted today, LCX, HBAR, Quant, Stellar, and Cardano, tell me what you would like me to dollar cost average into in this crypto portfolio. Right now, HBAR in the lead. And again, if you have not seen my video showing you how you can stake your HBAR, make sure you check out the YouTube channel. It's one of the most recent videos I did. I did it a few weeks ago. And yesterday I dropped another video showing you how much I've earned in the staking of that HBAR thus far. Once this crypto portfolio is over, somewhere in January, I'll be doing another video to give you an update as to you know, how much I've earned in the next period of time for staking, as well as how you can actually set up a secondary wallet on Hashpack, excuse me, and stake in a separate wallet. So watch for that video. That's coming in January. I got a lot of things in the pipeline with regard to 2024. So you know, be aware of that. Be on the lookout for that. I appreciate everything and all of you being here. All right, so where are we? Come on, somebody come on and join. I appreciate everybody in the chat, by the way. Thank you so much. Appreciate the comments. And Jake, thank you very much for all your input here. But how about somebody come on and actually chat with me? You know, makes it a lot easier for me. Link in the description. Link in the chat. The link is everywhere, unless you're on Twitter, and then you're screwed. So you got to watch Crypto on the Rocks either on YouTube or on Facebook. You can watch it on Twitter. It's okay, but you got to send me a direct message on Twitter. Oh, and I got a couple of messages here. Hold on. Let me go look. Hang on one second. Okay. We got vote for Cardano. And he wants both of his votes to go to Cardano. You got it, my friend. And you know who that is? That's Brian from Tiny Crypto Blog. Appreciate you being there, my friend. Appreciate that. And we will do that. That now puts Cardano in the lead with HBAR. So come on, folks. Let's get some more voting going on right now. I appreciate that. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate you doing that on Twitter. So that's awesome. If you're watching me on Twitter, again, you can only send me direct messages on Twitter. So Sorry. Otherwise, oh, wait, got another message. Oh. Okay. Brian, if you're watching, that sounds great. I appreciate that. Trying to coordinate something with Brian from Tiny Crypto Blog, looking kind of like a year ahead. What to, what are you thinking might happen in 2024? Hang on here. I'm going to reply just in case he had to like get off the live stream. Hang on 1 second. Appreciate all of your support and input. I am from Tiny Crypto Blog. If you have not followed him yet, link in the description of this live stream. Head over there, follow him. He has very unique perspectives on various things in the cryptocurrency space. All right, there we go. Bam. Send him that message. There we go. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Appreciate it, Brian. Thank you very much. All right, come on. Anybody gonna join me? Really? You gonna leave me hanging? Come on. Cheers. All right. Our crypto portfolio is up huge. Again, the idea behind you guys voting is I'm taking for those who might be new here. I'm taking $25 per week, trying to show you that you can dollar cost average into cryptocurrency and actually earn a substantial amount via doing just that into well thought out and do your own researched cryptocurrencies. In this particular dollar cost averaging portfolio, we are using, matter of fact, let me just bring it up to show you. Okay, there we go. We are using Bitcoin as the main option. $15 of the $25 is going into Bitcoin. And here's the thing, and my thought process behind that. I believe that Bitcoin right now, I mean, it's the big dog. It's the one that's got ETFs pending. It's the one that's been adopted by countries and companies and so on and so forth that hold it on their balance sheet, etc. And it's what spawned it all. And the likelihood of Bitcoin not being a store of value is like that much. Like that face. But seriously, it makes sense to me that Bitcoin should be about at least 50% of whatever portfolio you decide that you're going to put together. So then the other $15 of that $25 per week goes into one of these other coins, the ones that you're voting for. So the rest of the portfolio, for all intent and purposes, is whatever you guys decide it's going to be. Now, in order to keep things, on the right track, I obviously narrowed it down to 5 different options. So, and when you're looking to dollar cost average in and decide where you're going to put your money, you need to have a set parameter of cryptocurrencies that you're going to be dollar cost averaging into. And again, I think my opinion is Bitcoin should be the major part of that. Again, I shoot for 50%. And even in the next crypto portfolio, that's going to be mostly based around Web3, gaming, P2E, that kind of thing. We're still going to do $10 a week this time. But I think after we end up spreading the other 15 across the ones that you'll vote for starting in January, that you'll see that Bitcoin, even at $10, still comes out to be about 50% of your portfolio. And we're going to see it together. We're going to check it out live. We're going to do it together. That's the point. I want you to be able to come in here and see that you can do a little bit of research, put in a little bit of money, and be able to come out ahead for you, your family, etc. And 2024 to me is just like, you need to be coming out ahead. You just do, because I don't know. I know New Year's, when New Year's comes around, everybody wants to be positive, New Year's resolutions, all that bullshit. And I'm not saying don't do that. And generally speaking, I'm a positive guy. I like to look at the positive side of things. But I'll tell you what, with the way the United States is going, and again, I know I'm making this, I know sometimes we'll get people here from like England and the EU, that kind of thing. And if you're here, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. But I try to take things mostly from US centric perspective, because again, that's where I'm at. It's where the majority of my viewers are at. And honestly, it's where the largest pot of bullshit is at the moment, when it comes to Elizabeth Warren, Gary Gensler, and all the other ilk that are part of this FJB administration. Tell you how I really feel. You know what? I look at it this way. I've been around long enough. I can say and speak my mind. And you want to know what? Even if I wasn't, I'm going to say and speak my mind anyway. And here's the thing. Am I always right? Fuck no. Fuck no. I'm all like, I don't know if you watch Crypto Crow. I love Crypto Crow. He has this saying. He's like, I'm always right some of the time. I resemble that remark. I get it, because I'm always right some of the time. But here's the thing. I use my experience in a lot of different areas, not the least of which is the cryptocurrency space that I've been into now, God, since early 2017. And I look at everything and I analyze everything and see where the shit is moving. And I'll tell you what. I am not liking the way the United States is moving. And I wasn't planning on going down this road. But sometimes on Crypto on the Rocks, you get a couple of beers in me and I can't shut the fuck up. So feel free, jump on in there. But because it saved me from myself at this point. Cheers, by the way. Here's the thing. I really do like this country. And I can't stand my government. I can't stand what's gone on. Our government has literally become the swamp. It just is. People shouldn't go into government positions and come out rich. That's not how shit's supposed to work. It's just not. And, you got people like Nancy Pelosi and Elizabeth Warren who are in the pocket of all these fucking special interests. And where are they? They're literally, rolling in the fucking dough, making decisions for you and I that, they're going to exempt themselves from anyway. Fuckers. Anyway, sorry. My language is getting a little bit saucy. Look, I'm going to put it straight. Whether you like it or not, doesn't matter to me. And I'll tell you why. I mean, don't get me wrong. I appreciate you being here. I love the fact that you're here. I love the fact that you interact, that you give me your opinions on all this stuff, etc. Truly, truly do. But at the end of the day, I got to be me. And I got to tell you exactly what I'm thinking, because it informs my entire perspective when I'm talking to you about different things in the cryptocurrency space. I come from a more libertarian based ideal. Don't get me wrong, I'm not the typical libertarian. I do believe in certain amount of government is necessary. Limited government. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying not to get down that road. The point is, and why I'm doing it from a dollar cost averaging perspective, is that I believe that everyone, especially those of us in the United States, need to find a way to put ourselves outside of the system that they are trying to implement and the current system that's about to collapse. Now, look at what Elizabeth Warren did with this latest letter. She enlisted the support and input of the US Bankers Association. Well, what the fuck do you think they're going to talk about? Making a CBDC. And she said as much. A CBDC, central bank digital currency, is completely antithetical, like the complete opposite of the United States of America and our Constitution. It just is. But this government realizes that if they don't do something to control the banking system and control our use of money, that they're fucked. Because we've got something like Bitcoin where you can just go, yeah, that's nice. And as Bitcoin adoption continues to increase, it's more and more shit just slipping through their fingers. Just is. Okay, trying not to get down the proverbial rabbit hole here at this point. My point is, you can see firsthand through my dollar cost averaging here on Crypto on the Rocks every week, you're voting for, mind you, how you can get outside of their system by investing $25 a week, something. You can do more, do more. I think Jar mentioned in our Tuesday live stream that he's been DCAing into Bitcoin to the tune of like $100 a week. God bless him. I wish I could do that. Truly, I do. But like, if you have the opportunity to do that, do it. Why not? What is it going to hurt? Nothing, because you're taking your fiat fucking piece of trash money and you're putting it into hard money. Something that literally has a hard cap, unlike the US dollar, which they just keep printing and printing and printing. Get yourself outside the system. Now, for those who might be tuning in who are like, well, all right, you're talking Bitcoin, you're talking crypto, but, come on. Bitcoin's got no track record. Bitcoin's got, it's never been money, bar like El Salvador right now, where it is. Okay, you're probably thinking something like gold, right? I'm with you. I'm not saying that crypto might be the end all be all. Personally, I am heavy into crypto. I believe that it is what the future will be. But I'm also not so naive and so stubborn that I believe that is the only way. So I also dollar cost average into gold. And if you're interested in dollar cost averaging into gold, in the description of this live stream, I was looking to see if I had a link here. No, I don't. In the description of this live stream, there's a link to Acre Gold where you can literally dollar cost average into gold. I do $50 a month. If you ask Philip, he does more than that, but $50 a month. And once I've, paid for the amount that I've chosen, it gets literally mailed to my door. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So I personally Again, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, old bastard on the internet. I figure, okay, if gold is money, it makes sense to have some gold. Gold has been money since, beginning of time, right? Cheers, by the way. All right. Next, got to top this sucker off. Hang on. Top off the glass. Top off the glass. There we go. So why not have some, right? But as much as gold has been money for, however long, the point of the matter is that, using gold as a medium, as a money medium, is difficult at best, right? I mean, you got to shave some off. You're gonna what? If you hold it in a secure location, what are you gonna do? You're gonna go and try and move it. It takes a little bit, right? Welcome, my friend.
So
How's it going?
Going pretty good.
Excellent. Glad to see you. Thanks for your voting, by the way.
All right, no problem.
Appreciate that. I know it's a little earlier on your end of your neck of the woods there, so I appreciate you being here. And thank you for saving me from myself, because I've been getting a little
that's all right, dude.
I get going by myself and forget about it. The next thing you know, I'm off on some tangent about God knows what, and I'm swearing left and right. So appreciate you.
Oh no, you're good.
So how's things with you? You about ready for the holidays coming up, or what?
Oh yeah, usually here with the family. Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty much. Yeah. Yep. Not traveling around or like out of state. No.
Excellent.
We used to, like, I think 2 years ago. I used to have a place in Washington. We used to go up there, but not anymore. Yeah, but it's good now.
Nice. Still, hey, being with family this time of the year, that's what it's about, right?
Yeah.
What about any of your gift shopping, that kind of thing? Are you all done? You all ready?
Oh yeah, I tried. The only gifts I got, like, mostly for my like Black Friday, or that's something good. Some of them good deals. Even before, I noticed. I don't know if you use like Honey, like the extension.
Yep.
For your browser or your phone. I noticed that couple days before, maybe like 20 days in October, before like major deals, they had actual real deals than Black Friday deals. So
yeah, Black Friday wasn't really too much this year, or at least in my opinion. I didn't see a lot of like, oh my God, I got to get that kind of deals on Black Friday.
Yeah, I noticed, because on the Honey, they have the tracker. It tells you the price within like 4 months, so 120 days.
Yeah,
and it tells you the price previously for that time period. And so I looked at it, compared to the ones on Black Friday. They weren't as good. The ones in October were much better. October 20th, they were much better, because I was looking at hard drives, electronic devices from like my cousin and family members.
Yeah,
because hard drives are expensive, especially in the range for terabytes. Especially if you do 4K video. So I looked at one. I think I mentioned it before on your stream. I looked at some. There was one like 14 for Best Buy here in the States. One was like, I think first one I got was like 14 terabyte. I thought it was a good deal, but then a couple days later, maybe 4 days later, or 5, it went up. There was another deal that it was 18 terabyte for $200, and that was a good deal, because I was saving like almost $100 just on the price, especially for the size. Yeah. And after I got one, and there was only like 2 left. I guess because people don't notice it, because you have to put it on your. I used 2 extensions. One's for Honey, and one's for my Capital One extension. It tracks it does the same thing as Honey, but better. It emails you too, so it's like a price tracker. When a price, you get a trigger, so they email you or text depending on the provider you use. I use both of them, so they both help. So I was able to find that out online. It was only online, and also buy some stuff in Home Depot too.
What you mentioned, that's a good point. You're right about that. Most of the best deals are only online. You can't get them in the store. It's like they don't want you in the damn store, for crying out loud. Or at least that's what it seems like to me. So I hear what you're saying.
No, yeah, because and that happened exactly in Home Depot. I was looking for a fiberglass ladder, 6 foot, to get better, because they're expensive, the fiberglass. And so
yes, they are.
It was like almost I forgot how much it was, but I was like, oh, I'll pick it up in person. When I went online, it was like $100, but in person it was a regular price, like $200. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna get that. No, it was 200 something. It was more than $200. And I was
like, who in their right mind is gonna not order it online, right? I mean,
yeah. And so I'm like, yeah, the person that was like kind of like doesn't want to save, and I'm gonna save for this. So I ordered online on the phone while I was there, and I was explaining, yeah. And the ones that they had on display were the ones that are like out of the 20, only a couple were on display in the front, and so there was only one in the store. But yeah, that was a good deal there, and a couple of fiberglass, one like a 3/4, small ones. Those are expensive, the fiberglass ladders. So I got
they
those.
are.
Yeah, so I got those for work, and yeah, it was good. And yeah, those are the ones. Yeah, most of the good deals were online. So for Home Depot and electronic devices on Best Buy, and that's what I use, Honey, and it helps. Yeah. For those who know how to use it, some people don't know. So I think I mentioned that in one of my videos too. For those who want to save, especially on this like the fourth quarter of fourth quarter of 2023.
I was gonna say, throw a link in the chat and we'll get it out to everybody, because I'm assuming you can refer people and maybe get a little something or whatever. And I'm not gonna lie, I've heard of Honey. I don't use Honey. I try to stay focused on like my Lolly app and stuff like that. So I really focus on that because I'm all about trying to get the extra Bitcoin back.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, but I mean, you're right. You're right. It's like, why not get, find me the best deal and then get something for it, right? I mean, come on. It's like winner.
Yeah, people don't realize that you could get like it was before. I didn't know it's like PayPal bought Honey, but before it was so good. It's even better now because you get like the more you use Honey as you are shopping online, you get points and stuff like that.
Oh, so they got like a separate way to earn, I guess, right?
Yeah, and so it incentivizes people to start using it.
Nice. Yeah, feel free, throw that link in the chat, man. I mean, I don't know who might be interested in using it if they don't already, but what the hell, why not give them the option? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. These days, you gotta try and stretch this fiat dollar as much as you possibly can, and you just do. Oh, you put it in this chat. I'll move it.
Oh, this one? Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, that's okay. That's okay. I got you. All right, everybody, we're putting that in the live chat here. So feel free, if you're interested in Honey. You just heard some of the good stuff about it. By all means, there it is. Feel free to click that link and help Diego out. Now, I was about to say, do they get anything? Like sometimes, like a lot of the apps that I use, I get some like a little whatever, and then they get something. Do they?
Yeah, I think when I read their terms and conditions, they read your purchasing, what you purchased. How Honey works is when you're the first customer, that when you purchase, for example, when I was shopping for my terabyte browser.
Yep.
When I log into that page on Best Buy, it refreshes the page, and it also refreshes the price. So as you're looking at it for the first customer, assuming I'm the first person to view it, and the price changes, it notifies the other Honey users that drop listed that product for the price to change lower.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. So it alerts other users at the same time if assuming I'm the first person to view that product in real time.
So it almost acts like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but it almost acts like a bidding kind of thing.
Not bidding, depending on the ones who drop, because you have to first, because before I purchase anything, I look it up online and compare prices and the past prices before, and then I drop listed. Like, okay, if I want to save, I have to like keep it on the sidelines and wait for it to drop, because it eventually does drop. Because, for example, Amazon, they see the traffic, they see the views, and if they add it to your cart, they do the same thing. And resellers know this because they see the traffic on their page, on the products that they're looking at.
So, I didn't consider resellers, but yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and they know this. Resellers know this tactic because I'm one of the purchasing, like for example, one of the facial cleansers that I use. I saw it was like $20. I was like, yeah, hell no. And then I put it on honey, and then it dropped to there was one time that it drops. It was like $17. And I'm like, okay, that sounds better. But as soon as I clicked on the links for honey to redirect me to the page, it went back up to $19.
Oh no shit!
Yeah, and they know what they're doing because they know when a person views it, if they get notified, they will get notified other potential customers. So they know what they're doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And depending, but
I gotta believe that probably still drives a shit ton of traffic. I would think, right?
Yeah, it does because it's thousands of people, not just one particular location. But like, imagine just North America alone. If Canadians are shopping on Amazon on the US side, they'll still get notified. I think if they have depending on the restrictions or North America, I don't know. But yeah, they get notified if they have the honey, I guess. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you. I mean, I don't know if you know, but because sometimes we have people here from the EU and so on tapping into the stream. Is it usable in those other countries too, or is this just like a US centric, North America centric thing?
I think it's North America because the EU, their standards are much more strict, which is good and bad depending on how you do it. Because too much, then you cannot. The companies can't benefit like honey. I'm not sure, but they're more strict. I know that for sure.
Okay, yeah. I was just asking.
Yeah, no,
I was just asking.
It's more strict.
And I don't even know that there's anybody from the EU or whatever right now in the stream, but I do know that sometimes I do get them. So just in case they were watching.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
That's why it's honey and I forgot the other one, but yeah.
Nice. Well, I mean, hey, as long as you can get what you want, right? That's the
might as well get a good deal while you're shopping for, especially this time.
Yep. I hear you. Any plans for the holiday week going on for you?
These couple of days I've been kind of like I got a cold, so yeah, I was like, so I didn't really plan on going out as much. Okay. I rarely get sick, but it was pretty bad. It was just a couple of 4 days. But yeah. Oh, better now.
That sucks.
Yeah.
It is that time of the year, though. I mean,
yeah.
Unfortunately. Unfortunately, yeah. Beside out, I've been lucky. Where's the wood? Knock on wood everywhere. I've been fortunate. It's mostly been, just the allergies change of season kind of thing. So thank God for that. But sometimes my grandkids come in and then they've got God knows what going on. But I've been able to avoid most of that, so I'm glad. Do you have do you have smaller kids that?
Oh no, I'm not kids yet. I have like my
no kids
yet. Family. Yeah, no.
I was gonna say then they're bringing it home from school.
Oh yeah, imagine. Yeah.
Oh man, I remember. Yeah, when my kids were younger. Yeah, my God, it was like, okay, we're starting school now. Here we go.
Yeah,
it's coming. It's coming. That's awesome. Any plans for the new year? What are you looking forward to in 2024?
Well, I thought like some of my holdings that I had regarding crypto, I thought they were gonna blow up on 2024, not this early, so I could start dollar cost averaging on some of my holdings. Like I have pre-search. I didn't realize DPR and pre-search were gonna blow up this year or this end of this quarter. I thought it was gonna be next quarter, and no, it was earlier than I anticipated. Because when I do projects, I like to do projections on my own and see what's their value, what's long-term mission, like what they're planning on doing. And yeah, I did those for DPR and pre-search. Yeah, it was it was good, but I was like, I was trying to get more for DPR and pre. Yeah.
Well, that's funny because that's exactly what I'm thinking as I'm looking into the next cycle. I don't know if you were listening in the beginning. I was talking about starting in January. So the voting today and next week is it for this particular crypto portfolio. Starting in January, we're going to be doing, obviously, we're still going to do Bitcoin, but we're going to be doing Web3 and gaming. And I think gaming is going to be humongous in this bull cycle personally. So I'm looking at some of these gaming tokens, I was looking at Sandbox. I was looking at Gala. looking at Mana and those prices. As a matter of fact, I was talking about Mana. When I first got into the crypto space, Mana was one of the ones I grabbed a whole bag on, like huge, Decentraland. I was like, listen, this is going to go places. And it did. It went up and I ended up selling it off. I'm kicking myself in the ass right now because I'm like, holy crap. I sold it at like, I don't know, 10 cents or something like that. So I doubled my money, but like it's 50 cents right now. I'm like, holy crap. And so like to your point about like looking to dollar cost average or add to your bags or whatever. Yeah, I am surprised too that these altcoins are going up as fast as they are, as soon as they are. So I hear I get what you're saying. I get it. And you're right. It's crazy, that, and it's all of them. It's not even like it's a specific group of them. It seems to be like the entire alt market pretty much at this point. So to your point, like pre-search, I mean, I guarantee you a lot of people don't know about pre-search.
No, they don't. No, it's so tiny.
Yeah, it's like, so why would that be going up? But again, not for nothing, if people are doing their own research, which
measure by oh, there you go.
Yeah, they should be, it makes sense, but like yeah, I too, like you, am a bit surprised that it's this much this early. I was expecting Q1, end of Q1, frankly, of 2024. So like toward March-ish, April-ish. But
now that you're saying it, I'm sorry to interrupt, but
go right ahead.
I think it could be for tax purposes in the US, because as you using your fiat,
yep,
and they have less money in, like, let's say in the bank, especially for business or individuals, they're probably using that as, if I don't know if they have gains or negative or positive,
to take tax losses. Sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Loss harvesting. Actually, that's funny you say that. Well, Jar and I were talking about that on Tuesday's live stream on Matrix Money Podcast. We were talking about tax loss harvesting. And yeah, it's that time of year. It's that time of year. So you know what? You might have just hit the nail on the head right there.
Because I was in a Discord with it's a different group, but it's like this business owner that he owns a radiology business. So he does he says he doesn't cash in the checks. He waits for next year, because if he makes too much, he gets taxed a certain amount depending on his earnings. So he waits to cash those checks next year.
Well, you think it'd still be the same problem next year, right?
No, it depends on the earnings, because it's a business. His earnings fluctuate over depending on the type of business. But his business is but it makes sense. So. You don't want to make too much, especially you have I don't know, you want to keep it at a certain level, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's true. Taxes suck, man. Taxes suck. And I mean, I was kind of going off about, government, size of government and that kind of thing, feeling like Ron Paul a little bit or a little while ago. Basically, I mean, I get it. There's a necessity for, because I feel a lot of like libertarian, that's my leanings, but like, but I'm not completely anti-government. I think there's a need for smaller government. We need certain things, you need to have the roads working. You need to have a military. You need to have these kind of things, and I mean, taxes are the way, unfortunately. So, but like, it's one thing to like, pay your fair share of taxes, which I always encourage you. I don't ever say. And so, I got the no financial advice thing going right there, but like, seriously, you live in the United States, pay your fucking taxes, man. Stop fucking around. But like, beside that, it's like, okay, I'm all about that, but like your fair share, you know what I mean? Don't take me to the cleaners. You know, so I get what you're saying, why people do what they do, and okay, well, wait till January to cash that sucker and do that kind of thing. I mean, it's I don't know. It's almost sad to me that we got to kind of do it that way. It's like playing games. You know what I mean? You can't just be like, I don't know. And same thing with crypto, to be honest. I mean, again, like we're just talking about, like harvesting the losses if you had any losses. Although as we're going into the end of the year here, we're ending it on an up note in comparison to January. So like, I don't know how much losses anybody's harvesting right now. You know what I mean?
But I'm no longer in the negative now. I looked at my my Delta app. It keeps track of all my my holdings, and it's no longer in the red. So that's a good thing. Yeah.
Exactly my point. It's like, so what losses are you really taking right there? You're probably not. I mean, unless you had some obscure thing that you were still up. I mean, ultimately, do I have some of those holdings? Matter of fact, I was talking about it earlier. I don't know if you caught it. I was talking about Neo. Are you familiar with Neo?
Yeah, Neo, the manufacturer, or the crypto.
Yeah, the crypto.
Oh, okay.
And I bought that. My God, I don't know. It was like fucking $70 a coin or something. When I bought it. And so I'm still, I mean, could I take those losses? Hell yeah. I'm still, down what? 80% investment, but see, to me, I don't give a shit about that because I look at it in the long term.
Yeah.
Those Neo, for example, are literally still sitting right here on this computer that's on the side of me, doing their thing, mining. Staking, sorry. Staking in there, earning the gas. And I don't care. It could stay there forever. It's going to my kids the way I see it. You know what I mean? And in my opinion, I'd rather kind of do something like that and let it be than try and take losses off of that at this point. I mean, in the long term, okay, in the short term, I could probably take the losses, right? But like in the long term, will there be losses? I mean, I don't know, right? But like, I'm going to believe maybe not, even at that price, maybe not. And if that's going to get me, I mean, I know Neo Gas right now. I mean, I don't know exactly what the hell it is. In fact, you know what? I'm going to go look, see what the hell it is. Neo Gas. Whoops, why didn't not? Hello. Why is it not pulling gas up? It's only pulling up Neo. Interesting. Well, even that's up to 1388. But what the hell's the gas? Anyway, the point is, who cares? You know what I mean? I'm still gonna just keep it and let it accumulate.
Yeah.
Let it accumulate. I don't know. My humble opinion. Don't listen to me. I'm an idiot. I'm an old guy. Anyway. But to the point of the tax harvesting. Matter of fact, you know what? For those who are listening still, are you doing any kind of tax Wow, say that if I shouldn't drink anymore tonight. Harvesting. Let us know. I'm curious. Matter of fact, for the voting, let's wrap up the voting right now so we can so when we want to end the stream, we can end the stream. Right now we have a tie going on with ADA and HBAR in the lead. So last minute voting, throw your vote. You get 2. Throw it in the comments, the live chat. Excuse me. I'm going to go check Twitter to see if anybody else has sent me any votes on Twitter. And we'll put it all together. We'll give it another, let's say, 4 minutes. Anyway. So yeah, that's what I got going on here. What else? Throw me something else.
Let's see. Yeah, Q&T, that's good too. Flux is still in a little bit red.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember I staked. It was before the collapse or the trials for Binance US. I was staking a lot of DOT on the exchange.
Oh really?
Yeah, and it was really great because the interest was like now it's even it's better now, but before it was much better. It was higher, like crazy high. And
Yep.
yeah, I know I just put one. I was drawing my my dot, polka dot, and
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
it's good. Like interest rate's like 12.5. I
Now
just put
they
one.
still got a lot of
Hmm?
I like Dot. I've always liked Dot. I mean,
Hmm?
but what do they got? Do they got any anything new coming on? I haven't, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't gone in and really taken a look recently.
No, no, I'm not. I don't think so. I haven't looked at it either, but I just looked at. I know they're like the substrate that they have. They're able to like go on top of it for like
Yep.
DPR, like their wallets, their sub wallets,
Yep.
which is good because you could like integrate other chains on it, wallets.
Sure.
Yeah, but that's all I know. But yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of development going on in the background.
Yep. Well, I mean, a lot of these places, as long as they got some kind of momentum going forward, that's, I mean, that's the, I don't know, my opinion. That's the positive thing, right?
Yeah, it's
All
like
right. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, that's like Solana too. A lot of people thought it was like oh it was bad because it's like all the outages from like last year, a couple years ago. Yeah. They
Yep.
all of a sudden it blew up. I didn't think Mapper knew about it. Like I don't know if your viewers know about Mapper. That's why they switched. They picked Solana for their chain.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably the reason why.
I didn't remember that. I'm not gonna lie. I totally didn't remember that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's funny because I don't. I mean, you've probably been listening to me long enough to know I'm not a real big Solana fan. But I, I gave them their due tonight when we stopped off and we were checking the markets. You know, I they haven't had any major issues. Again, I'm gonna knock on wood here and hope for people who are in Solana, you know, looking to make up some ROI or whatever, that, you know, they haven't had any major issues lately. I mean, not that I've seen anyway, right? Have you seen anything recently? Yeah, no, the blockchain's been pretty good. So yeah, I mean, I give them the props. I really do think that whether I like it or not, because who the hell am I? You know, Solana is going to end up being a good thing for people who are holding Solana in this particular bull cycle that's coming up. I really do.
Yeah, it's even possible they might even like flip on top of BNB.
It's funny. A lot of people are saying that. I don't know if I'm on board with that yet. Maybe. I guess it's possible. And I guess if they really do, I mean, let's see where their market cap is. Hold on. I'm going to bring it up real quick.
Because it all depends on the more as more crypto projects choose Solana,
Yeah.
they'll get more
Yep.
support.
So right here, let's see. Well, they're close. I didn't think they were that close. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, see, it's really close. It's by
I
one
really didn't think they were
or
that close.
um, yeah,
Interesting.
see, may flip
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
matter of
You're
time.
right. Yep. Yep. Oh, you it could happen. Well, you heard it here first, folks.
Let's see what happens in the 2023 before 2024.
Yep. Well, I mean, if they get a lot of, I mean, it's this time of the year. People are looking for, I mean, they're going to go talking to their families. You know, Bitcoin is the big thing with the ETF going on. But that's going to lead to other conversations about cryptocurrency and all this other baloney, right? So, like, you know, the idea that like Solana, I mean, a lot of people, and that even come into my streams. It's funny. I talk like for Solana, but like these people are just like, you know, they come back with the, you know, the positives about Solana, and I get it, and that's why, like I said today, it was more like, all right, I concede, you know. It's like, you know, but you're right. If that does that kind of, you know, people talking about it over the holidays and moving into the new year, like that, we could see a flippening with regard to that and BNB. You're right.
Yeah,
I
those
mean,
projects putting their money in too. That's why Solana's jumping. Small jumps, if you see it on the.
yeah, no, again, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I think there's a good possibility. And so when it happens, folks, you heard it here first. Diego said it first. And it's gonna happen. It's funny. If it does happen and I'm covering it, I will give you credit. So
That's all right.
We'll give you the credit for it.
Also, people are like also for the Bitcoin ETF, people are assuming that it will get accepted. And
oh yeah. I mean, what's your thought about that? When do you think it's gonna? I mean, we're talking January or March. Those are the two real deadlines for the ETF. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, what I know about financial institutions are that they like it to have it their way. So they might talk to the SEC saying that if they could extend it, or it maybe possibly deny their spot ETF to get a downturn on the price of Bitcoin. Like the whole market in general.
That's funny.
So they could pretty much buy the dip. So, and that, so that's, I don't know, it could be pre-planned, like everything is in financial markets.
Yep.
Especially crypto. So,
yep.
I control the narrative.
Well, they want their best interest price, right?
Yeah,
I mean, I get it. And not for nothing, they've obviously been buying prior to this, whether they say they have or not. That's bullshit if they say they haven't. But you're right. They might want to try and fud out the market to take the knee down and then try and get it in. So I don't know if they would deny it per se, because then you got to start the process all over again, right? But they might delay it.
But if they process it all over again, they'll get more, let's say, more backing. Because keep in mind that BlackRock's, their owners are their shareholders. They're the ones who vote for them to make before they make a major decision like an ETF or Bitcoin ETF.
Yep. No, you're right. You're right. It could. You know what? I hadn't really looked at it from that perspective, but you could be right.
And people forget it's not just the SEC in North America; it's the FTC too, the Federal Trade Commission. For the shares of like BlackRock, other major like JP Morgan as well.
Yep. Yeah. Disregard what Jamie Dimon says. He's a fuckhead. But it's all about FUD for him. He's in bed with Elizabeth Warren. But let's not get me going about that. All right. Just so the final tally is in. You know what? Let me double check Twitter one more time here. Okay, nothing new there. Okay, so the final tally's in. We're going to be DCAing this week into HBAR and Cardano. Those are the winners for this week. So I appreciate everybody who took the time to vote. Thank you very much. And next week, your last voting for this particular portfolio. I'll throw it up here real quick. This is it. Last week, next week. LCX, HBAR, Quant, Stellar, and Cardano. And then starting the first week of January, our first Crypto on the Rocks in January, we will be doing the Web3, and I'll have a nice little PowerPoint type of thing right here for you. By then, I didn't get a chance to do it yet. I apologize. I've just been really busy with the holidays and stuff right now. So I'm barely keeping up with what I got to do. Never mind anything else. But thank you for everybody that voted. Appreciate that. So that's what we're looking at this week. Let me throw that over here. That's a done deal. Done deal. All right. Well, at this point, I'm surprised. I really expected Philip was going to be joining us tonight. I don't know. He must have. I know he's got some family things going on. It must have really took the toll on him tonight. So he didn't jump in, and that's all. That's all right. That's all right. Got to do what you got to do. Family first, always. Anything you wanna touch on before? I mean, other than that, I think I'm gonna wrap up. I know we still got a few people watching, but I mean, anything you want to touch on before we do?
Gaming. I think your comment in the comments said gaming cryptos. I think AVAX or there was one playful.
Yep, let me find that. I know the one you're talking about. Hold on, let me find it. 3x. Yeah, right here. It was Jake that was talking about that. Yep.
Yeah, I think that's gonna grow big too, especially AVAX for the chain.
Oh God, yeah. I think AVAX has got some huge upward momentum in this next bull cycle. Hell, just even long term. I mean, I agree. Jake brought up a very good point here. And even though AVAX isn't in our next portfolio, I still see honestly, AVAX is one that I tell people should be in like their initial portfolio. So like if you're just picking, a few things, throw AVAX in there. You know what I mean? And I think because it's not just their gaming infrastructure that they got going on AVAX, not for nothing. But yeah, so I appreciate your 2 cents with that. And thank you. Thank you. What about you? You holding some AVAX?
Yeah, I remember I think like a year and a half ago, I purchased some AVAX.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I got it. I've got a little bit of AVAX myself. It's part of my initial portfolio, what I call my initial portfolio. It's one of those long-term, it's in cold storage, forget it exists kind of things, That's awesome. Again, for those who were listening to our conversation about honey, there's a link in the description of the live, or in the live chat, excuse me, to go ahead and take a look at honey if that's not something you already use. Because like Diego was mentioning here, that can alert you to a lot of those prices when that price action happens. So
not awesome. Just Amazon, I think also I believe, Amazon and other ones too, like Home Depot, like Walmart, Target.
Yep. What is eBay one of them too?
I don't know. I haven't tried eBay. It's possible, because it's an extension, so it works depending on the storefront.
I was just curious. Because I'll do a lot of stuff on eBay often. I'll go check that out for. Honestly, a lot of times I check it out first, just to see. And again, like I said, I focus a lot with the Lolly app, and Lolly gives me Bitcoin back for, help me, eBay. So winner for me. But that would be great too, because you can always get a lot, and a lot of those eBay sellers do like bidding and stuff like that. So that would be a great alert signal for honey if it's something that ties into that.
That's a good question. I haven't tried it. Should work.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm guessing. I'm guessing. Anything else you want to throw out there, Diego? Please, by all means.
I don't know, people for the viewers who drive, Hive Mapper is good too. Well, now the token prices jumped, so that's good. Oh, I brought my my repeater, since depending on your location, your phone's GPS signal isn't always great. So that's where I got my repeater. It's pretty much a transmitter and a booster, transmitter and a receiver.
Yeah.
That boosts the GPS signal.
Okay.
So your GPS signal for if you have a Hive Mapper, if you're doing any type of helps, or email too, I think.
How is that going for you? It's funny. I was talking about that with Jar on Matrix Money podcast, because he has the Hive Mapper. How's that working for you?
Oh, it's good. I remember I did a video how to swap it, because other people were commenting they want to know how to swap it for USDT or USDT. Oh. Yeah, and so I did one for portion. But yeah, so far I've just been accumulating, and so far it's great. Now the price is high, so a lot of people are jumping on now.
Is it on that video on your YouTube channel?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, for which one? The
how to stop it.
Oh yeah.
Put a link in the description that way in case anybody's interested. Matter of fact, I'll make sure I put it in the show notes later.
Oh, okay.
And add it in there.
Yeah, because the ones because you have to, in order to get your Hive Mapper reward to get honey, you have to have your GPS log, because it takes pictures. Each individual picture has to have a GPS lock on it. If it doesn't have a GPS lock on it, you won't get rewarded for that picture that's been taken. So in order to make sure that you get rewarded for your driving, the GPS and GPS booster helps to maximize your GPS signal.
Nice. All right, that's good to know. So he'll be putting that link in the description, guys. So if you're interested in that, and I'll make sure that I add it into the show notes later. So go ahead and check that out, especially if you're using the Hive Mapper.
You said the one that swap honey, honey for USDT?
The one you, yes. Yeah. That's the one you were just talking about, right?
Yeah. Okay. I gotta find it.
That's okay. Take your time. Take your time. I'm just putting it out there so people have it. So you know what I mean? They're interested in it, whatever. That way they have easy access to it from the link.
Does it work like that? Oh, I'm the wrong one, I think.
I don't see it in either one, but
oh, I see it. Gotta log in. Okay.
Oh, sorry, I'm not making you do a bunch of extra work here.
That's right. Oh, I have to connect it. It says comment. Connect.
Well, worst case, put it in the private chat and I'll bounce it over.
Oh, okay. And I remember
I see it in the private chat. I got it.
Okay. Yeah, there were some viewers that were commenting in other like honey pipe mapper videos that their GPS was like pretty bad, like spotty. You could see the gaps, and they weren't getting, they're not getting rewarded for those. Yeah.
Huh. Okay, guys, I just put that in there so you can see it in the comments. Again, if you're on Twitter, you're not going to see it there. You got to be either on YouTube or Facebook, just so everybody knows. So everybody knows. Awesome. Appreciate that. Thank you, Diego. All right, that's in there. All right, everybody. I don't know. I think our comments, the comment section has kind of gone a little bit dry. I don't know if everybody's still hanging out. But if you are, I appreciate everybody being here. Automatic Beats, appreciate it. I know you're kind of working and you've been kind of listening in the background, so thank you for that. Appreciate that. Jake, thank you for being here. Appreciate that very much. And appreciate all the support. Obviously, we got Diego. Appreciate you being here, my friend. Thank you very much. Any last thing you want to throw out there before we call it a night?
I don't know. So far, I think that's it. Yeah.
All right. Then I'm gonna call it a night. I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you for your votes for Crypto on the Rocks. Monday, Christmas Day, I'm not going to be live, but I will have a video dropping for you. Just a short one, a little Merry Christmas, thinking about you, the family, that kind of thing. Because for me, I'm going to be spending it with a bunch of my grandkids and that kind of thing. So I'm taking a little bit of personal time. But then I will be back live on Wednesday, normal time, 10 a.m. And then again, next Friday, and that's your last vote on this particular crypto, 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay. And hey, Diego, hopefully you can join me again next week. That'd be great. Appreciate you being here. And if nothing else, make sure you throw in your votes because that's the end of it for you. All right, my friend. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. And you have a great night. All right.
All right, thanks for having me.
Have a great holiday, and hopefully I'll see you next week.
Yeah, you too.
All right. Have a good night, everybody. Happy holidays.